what's up YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal, and you're probably wondering, where the hell are you? Why does this look weird? The camera, the web camera that I use to record all my videos, had like a software update, and then now it's not working. It's saying it's not compatible with my Mac. It's something with Logitech that's going on. I just didn't feel like deep diving into figuring out how to fix the issue. So I need to reset it up with my PC and stuff. I have a regular, personal PC, and then I have a Mac laptop, and I just need to get it fixed. So I didn't feel like messing around with that today. Wanted to just record a video and get it up. Have a nice standard death metal collection update for everybody today. I've got 3 tapes, a CD, and then a vinyl. In trying to go back to the old school days of when I first started my channel. So the video quality probably sucks, the sound quality probably sucks, but whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have a couple of tapes that I've had for a little while, and I've been meaning to talk about them on here. One tape is 2 artists I've talked about a million times on here, and then the other stuff is newer stuff that just came in. And I finally got around to listening to it and being able to say, what it sounds like, and etc., etc. So I'll go ahead and get started. So I got 2 releases from Gurgling Gore. What is that noise? Who is making that noise? It is my wife's tablet, which is in here. And let's just mute. There we go. That's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, anyway, I got 2 tapes in from Gurgling Gore. I feel like I haven't shown off a Gurgling Gore tape on here in a while, but he's been pumping out some releases lately, and there's a couple that I haven't gotten yet, because again, like I've said in previous videos, I'm not doing the whole, as soon as something drops, I buy it. Been trying to hold off and save money and all those other things, but I finally did get some in. This first one is the Thorn and Body Asphyxiation Science split. So like I said, I've shown Thorn on here 1,000 times. I've shown Body Asphyxiation Science on here several times. Joss Allen's band, he's the one that did the music for my channel, the little introduction music. So yeah, they did a split. And Thorn, you guys know, absolutely love Brennan. One-man band that he has. He's also the singer in Fluids. It's a nice orange tape printed on each side. And I would say this is probably some of the best stuff that both of these bands have released to this day. Thorn's got 2 full lengths out and a couple EPs and stuff like that. And then I think Body, damn, you know what, Joss, your band name, it just can be kind of a pain in the ass to say sometimes. Body Asphyxiation Science has a couple of EPs and demos out. But yeah, this is a really, really good split. 2 really good bands. That cavernous style death metal. If you're into that old school sounding cavernous style death metal. Nice J card. I really like who did the artwork on here. Who did it? Droll Meadow. I don't know who that is, but yeah, I like the artwork on this. I think it looks cool. Looks nice with the tape too. So yeah, really good split. I don't know if these are sold out or not, because like I said, I've had this for a little while, but I know that Brennan was selling them on his Bandcamp through Thorn. So if you're looking for this, check it out. And then if you're in the UK, you can probably hit up Joss, and he'll probably direct you where to get these from. But yeah, 2 really, really good underground death metal bands, 2 of my favorites. I typically buy their stuff as soon as it gets released. But yeah, I finally got this in. I really, really like these bands. The next one that I got from Gurgling Gore is a new band that I'm not too familiar with. I had never heard them before. This came out right at the end of the year. They're out of Spain, I believe, and this is their what is this? Their first full length? Yeah, it's their first full length. Again, I'd never heard it before, and this is very, I would say, doomy, funeral doomy, like raw funeral death doomy sounding, and this is the new Trollcave, and it is called Rotten Remnants Dripping into the Void. So yeah, funeral death doom. But yeah, it is, it's very raw production style. It's not like a clean production style. Very, very death doomy. Nice purple trans tape with the white print, and it's really good. I really enjoy it. I've listened to it a couple of times now. I listened to it twice yesterday while I was doing some distro stuff and packing orders, and my dog is over there being a pest and getting into stuff. And the J card right there. I like the purple. I think that looks cool. And then the band in the cemetery right there. So yeah, like I said, they're out of Spain. This is their first full length. I think they had like a demo out before this, but I'd never heard them before. Really, really good. Raw sounding, raw production, dirty kind of sounding. Death doom, funeral death doom at times. Really, really like this album. So this was, like I said, it came out towards the end of the year, and I finally just have been getting around to listening to it. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while. I got it, and then several weeks ago, so I finally got it. But yeah, it's really good. I don't know if this is sold out either. I'll link, the Bandcamps, and then where to go to get Gurgling Gore stuff. He doesn't sell on Bandcamp anymore. He has a personal website, which is awesome. So yeah, you can go to the Bandcamp and listen to the music, but in terms of buying the tapes, you have to go to gurglinggore.com. Those are the two tapes that I got from there. And then I just got one in on Saturday, so I figured I would show it off on here. This is a new Rotted Life release, and this was an instant buy. As soon as I heard it a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, that's good. I really like this. Had never heard of this band at all. This is a new Malformed, and it is Uncontrollable Malformity. So this is a band out of, I forgot where they were from. Let me look really quick. They're from Mexico. Actually, no, that's not the right band. I looked up the wrong band. They are not from Mexico. Is it Finland? They're from Finland. I was going to say, that didn't sound right. I'm pretty sure these guys are from Finland, because I remember looking this up when I first started listening to it. So yeah, they're guys from Finland. It's their first ever demo, so I had never heard of them, and it's Finnish death metal. Like to a T. What do you have, dog? You're eating your food. This is a great video so far. Yeah, Rotted Life. I just saw it dropped on Instagram, and I went over and I listened to it on Bandcamp, and it was an instant buy. That definite Finnish death metal sound. Can Finland do anything wrong? I don't think so. But yeah, nice red trans tape. And like I said, these just came out. Like, I just got this on Saturday, so they're probably still available. Really, really good demo. This sounds pretty old school. Like, I know the old school death metal revival is back and everybody's trying to mimic that sound. This band does a really damn good job of that sound. That is 100%. Like, I thought when I first heard this, oh, this is probably a reissue from some obscure underground death metal band. And then I'm reading, I'm like, no, it's not. This is a new band. So I was definitely fooled into thinking that. It is really, really good. A nice, it's fun to find new bands with the sound of what I'm chasing after, in terms of trying to find those old rarities and gems for my collection. So like I said, you could almost pass this off as something that maybe would have come out in the early 90s and just got reissued. But yeah, it's a really good demo. It's only 5 songs. Goes quick, but like I said, can Finland do anything wrong? The logo and artwork is done by a Finnish name. I can't say his name, but I liked just the simplicity of it. Nice skull, and I love their logo. It's just a very nice old school looking demo, and which has been something that I have been really getting into lately, is finding those old obscure demos, trying to get them in my collection and not buying a lot of the newer music like I've said in my podcast a couple of days ago. But this is a really cool collection. So check this out. I'll link it in the description. I think if you're into that old school death metal vibe, you'll really, really like that. As the garden sets, caution meets madness. Bullets incarnated can control sickness. Death to this world, descends from below. Alright, for the CD, yeah. I'm really excited I got the CD. Not something that I typically get excited about in terms of this death metal genre. Brutal death metal is very hit or miss for me. I either really, really like it, and I listen to it all the time, or I just get bored with it, and I'm like, I may never come back to this. I don't know. It's a mood thing. This album, however, has not been a mood thing for me. This has been, I'm going to pop it on now. I'm going to listen to it when I go to the gym. I'm going to listen to it when I walk the dog. Well, I haven't been going to the gym because of a broken toe. But when I walk my dogs, which has just been standing there and listening to music, at night when I'm, sitting on the couch getting some stuff done, I've been listening to it a lot. This is probably one of my most listened to albums now in the new year. I know it's January 23rd, so 23 days into the new year, and this is probably my most listened to album. And I don't understand why, because again, brutal death metal is so hit or miss with me. And I get really bored with it quick. But this is the new Stabbing CD. New Stabbing album. I think this is their first full-length US band. And I talked about them in my podcast. If you didn't watch that episode a couple days ago, I know it's an hour long. But at the end, if you want to scroll all the way to the end, I talk about how I found this band because 10 people messaged me on Instagram and then hit me up in the comments on YouTube. Like, tag me, like, hey, you should listen to this, you'll really like it. And they were right. I finally listened to it, and I bought it as soon as I heard it. It was an instant buy. So yeah, this was definitely a surprise to me. Again, it's brutal death metal. The artwork is awesome. I'll take the booklet out. And as I said in my podcast, I'm listening to this. I think I was like 3 or 4 listens in, and I finally decided to go to their Instagram and follow them because, that's where I get all my music releases and information from. And I'm looking through like the reels and stuff, and I noticed that it's a female-fronted brutal death metal band, which I was very shocked about. You would have never known, which it doesn't matter. Just saying it doesn't matter. But I was impressed by that. So I had already bought the CD. That was not the reason why I bought the CD. I already bought it. But yeah, I like that artwork. The artist is Dreamorph Art. I think that's how you say his name, Dreamorph. I also follow him on Instagram. He's an awesome artist. He does a lot of covers similar to this. Just really cool. It's kind of surreal craziness. But yeah. So this is, your standard brutal death metal. It's got, there's the singer, her name is Bridget. It's got that really chunky guitar sound, and then the really snappy, like, pingy sounding snare, and then the stereotypical, like, brutal death metal style vocals. Definitely a lot of remnants of Devourment, of early Devourment. I hear on here, and then here's the band. There you go. I think they're from Texas, so it's Texas death metal, of course. Texas is another one of those places that just slays within the genre, right there. And this is out on Comatose Music, and Comatose has released a couple things in the past that I've gotten. I don't know if I've ever shown them off on here, but some CD, and then back thing is the same exact thing. But yeah, so I ordered this, and it literally came like 3 days later. So that's amazing. And they're out of North Carolina, so that's probably why. Because I'm in Florida, and North Carolina is just right there. So that's kind of nice. It came like literally 3 days later after I ordered it. So I was shocked when I opened up my mailbox on Saturday and saw it sitting there. I for sure didn't think I was going to be getting it until later this week. So The album name is called something that I just fucked up, so there you go. I don't know, is that backwards on my camera? Interesting. I'll have to watch this back and see. Anyway, really, really enjoy this. It's just a fun listen. They're not really like reinventing the wheel here or anything like that, but they've got some really good riffs. The drumming is maniacal, and I really, really enjoy it. And like I said, the vocals I loved, and I had no idea it was a female. Not that it matters. I'm just saying I was really impressed by that. So check this out. Definitely a good release. I don't think this came out in like November or December. So this is not a 2023 release. It came out last year, like at the very end of the year. So if I had heard it maybe then, probably would have been one of my favorite albums, because like I said, that's been one of my most listened to albums since I've, heard it so far this year. All right. And then finally, the last one is one I did a special video on because I just got it, but I figured I would throw it in here just in case you didn't watch the video, show it off. It's got a bunch of shit to it, so let me take it all out. This is the new Demigod repress by Svart Records. I think it's like the 30th anniversary edition, Slumber of Sullen Eyes. Nice gatefold right there. And the back. And I misspoke in my video. I said I thought this was a remastered cover and that the poster was the original. Actually, I flipped that. This is the original artwork. The poster is kind of like a special edition one. But yeah, I was saying how I actually love the artwork on this. It's one of my favorite album covers. And this is also one of my all-time favorite death metal records. So if you're not familiar with this band or this record, you should definitely hear it. I'm not going to speak on it because I just assume everybody's already heard it and knows it already. I also made a special video about it, so if you want to go back a couple of days ago. So yeah, Svart Records released these. I know that there's still some pre-orders out there that have been shipped. Every time I show off something that I got before somebody else, I get several messages like, oh, I haven't gotten mine yet. I haven't got mine. Dude, I don't know why I got mine. I don't know how I was able to get mine first. Hit up the record company. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, so if you're waiting on them, they're coming. They're there. I got mine through Meteor Gem. I knew that they were getting theirs. I had mine ready to go for a pre-order, which wasn't supposed to come until February, but I saw on Meteor Gem's website, coming soon, email me when it's available. And when you see that, you know that they're going to be getting it in like a week or so, that they've gotten some sort of a shipping notification and they know it's coming. Pro tip. So I did that, and it notified me, and I got it. So that's how I was able to get mine. NWN and Hell's Headbangers has also gotten these in stock, but they've pretty much sold out. So there must be some sort of shipments that are coming out to distros and labels first, and then whoever pre-orders them, getting them next. So trans green version, there is a black version. Meteor Gem had both. I was just going to get the black version because these are a little bit pricey in terms of getting them from Svart, because it's, that's international with the shipping. So I figured that would be what they would be selling for in distros to account for the shipping. So I was full set on getting the black one, but this was only like $1 more, and I was like, I'll just get the green one. I don't care. So yeah, and then it comes with a special book, a really nice, it's like almost like a zine style book. It's basically the history of the band. It's got some really cool like typewriter font in there. I thought it was like a really old school zine kind of book, and it talks about the formation of the band and all these things, and I think there's some interviews and there's some old pictures and stuff like that in here. So a nice little addition to the vinyl. You don't just get the vinyl and the gatefold, you get this nice book. And then the other thing that's in here is, like I said before, the giant poster of the redid artwork. So yeah, it's a really nice repressing. They've repressed this a couple of times in the past. I think 2016 was the last time they repressed this. Of course, it sold out. Then it became a pain in the ass to buy. It was super expensive on Discog. So I'm excited that they finally repressed those. This is like one of those death metal gems that I've talked about wanting to get in my collection, and I finally got it. So thank you for represses, because that's what's making it easier. Would I have an OG one of this? Absolutely. If I had come across one that was a good price, I definitely would have gotten it, but that was not possible. So yeah, amazing record. One of those old school 90s records that you should definitely listen to. It's a gem. That's all I'm going to say. So that's all I have today. Hopefully the video turns out okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We're back to the old school days of me sitting on the couch in front of a laptop camera that sucks. But hopefully I'll get my other one fixed. And today, finally, my last thing to talk about, on the Heavy Metallurgy channel, I am now going to be doing reviews probably once a month on some new albums that just came out either that week or within the recent month. And my first one is going up today. I reviewed the new Leper Colony album that just came out on Transcending Obscurity. So that should be going live here about 10 a.m. Eastern time. So it'll probably be already be up by the time you're watching this video. I'll link it in the description. And yes, I'm honest. I do like the album, but I do talk about things I don't like about it. So there you go. People have been asking me to do honest reviews, and I'm going to be doing them now. So it's just not on this channel. But yeah, link it. Go subscribe. Watch the video. I'm pretty sure every Monday it's going to be a new review from a new person. So like another YouTuber, and then Marty and Alan being thrown in there and sprinkled in there. And you'll probably recognize some of the other names. So super excited. This is a new little project that I'm doing, expanding my YouTube presence. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.